Lions fans, it's Aaliyah Funchell with GoColumbiaLions.com, back with this week's edition of the head coach Al Bagnoli Show. Coach, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself?
Doing great.
Good.
So Columbia is coming off a 23-14 homecoming win over Penn. Now that you've had a chance to look at the film, what are your thoughts on the game?
I mean, we played well. We knew it was going to be a difficult game. We knew they were going to come in inspired and seeking revenge for what happened, in 2019. So we kind of expected that kind of game. And I thought it was very physically played. They sprung some things on us that we hadn't seen, and the amount of 3 back run sets and option that they've sprinkled a little bit in the first 4 games, but not anywhere near as much as what they've shown in that game, which kind of caught us off guard in the first half. So it was kind of the game I thought, 2 good defenses, 2 offenses that had the chance to be productive and explosive, but it was going to be a hard-hitting, physical game.
Yeah, and record crowd, 11,000 people.
Yeah.
So what does it mean to the players to play in front of a crowd like that, especially because it looked like it was about to rain and then rained 20 minutes after the game?
Yeah.
So lucky us.
Yeah,
But what does it mean to play in front of the biggest crowd of the season?
Yeah, I think it's exciting. That's one of the elements of that homecoming brings, and that's why there's always added pressure and importance on a homecoming game. It's not only a league game, it's not only a home game, but it also has the dynamics you just mentioned. You have attendance and you have, some notable people in attendance.
Very true.
So it's a combination of whether it's the president or Robert Kraft or board of trustee members or whoever we're talking about, they tend to show up at that game. So that's an exciting time for a program, an exciting time for our kids to play in front of that crowd that's loud and boisterous. And I think everybody was kind of celebrating being able to get back out and getting somewhat back to normal and kind of enjoying a beautiful fall afternoon. And as you mentioned, the weather gods kind of held out for us because it was beautiful until, pretty much a half hour after the game was done.
Yeah.
And by then, the heavens broke open. But it was great, and so the backdrop was what you want.
Yeah.
A lot of people, noise, energy, good game, and we managed to escape with a W.
Yeah, I loved it. It was so much fun. My first homecoming experience, and then the walk home from work was not fun
not
with the
so
rain.
much.
But anyways, so this week, short week, I'm sure all of the fans at home are also kind of curious about how you approach playing on a Friday.
Yeah, I mean, basically you eliminate one day of practice preparation. So you have to keep that in consideration when you game plan. So, you don't have a chance to add too many wrinkles because you're not going to have a chance to practice those because one full day is eliminated. So basically for us, a Tuesday practice really is what a normal Wednesday would be. A Wednesday practice what a normal Thursday would be. And a Thursday practice is what a normal Friday would be. And then we'll travel Thursday night. And I tell our kids, instead of them getting on the bus and going back to campus, we're getting on the bus and we're going north instead of south. So that's really the difference, but you've got to be really careful schematically to make sure that you're not putting so much stuff in there that you can't practice, and as a result, you have self-inflicted mistakes.
Yeah, and then a lot of stakes at this game, an undefeated Dartmouth team on the road and playing in front of a national audience broadcasted on ESPNU. So what's the mentality for these guys heading into the game?
Well, I think we're excited. Again, it's a great platform to showcase Ivy League football. So I think, when you're trying to sell people on the recruiting front, this is a wonderful opportunity to them to kind of tune in and see all 8 teams play at some point.
Yeah.
And just kind of see the skill level and the talent level that teams have in this league. And when you can combine that with all of the renowned educational benefits that these schools possess, it gets people intrigued. So I think it's a great platform for recruitment. And obviously, since we nationally recruit, it's a great opportunity for extended family all over the country to kind of tune in and from their sofa, kind of watch whoever they're rooting for go at it. So on a lot of levels. So it'll be fun. It's exciting. We recognize the challenges because obviously we're facing a terrific, really complete football team in Dartmouth. And so we know we'll have our hands full, but we're looking forward to the challenges.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thanks again for another great week.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. And thank you all for watching. You can tune in tonight, Columbia versus Dartmouth, 6 p.m., ESPNU.